Oh, well, Shalom. All right. Call alarm lie. Or down to the rest that may be out here abiding under that same doctrine, this same doctrine, because this is in fact the true doctrine. All right, much peace and many blessings to the rest of the brothers teaching this truth also, in all true faith and sincerity, you know, and giving all diligence, man, uh, giving all diligence, and much peace and many blessings to the rest of the believers, men, women, and children out here on this faith, uh, living off this faith as well, right? Of the Israelite race, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, Afro people scattered abroad. Shalom to the elect and one third, those that will be found, to go on to be found, to have been a part, or of the house of David. Okay, so yeah, so this is the 157th volume, another 157th volume, another volume of Up and Atom, and it's I know pretty much I titled it. I'm not trying to lose my spot. Are you? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not trying to lose my spot. Um, and it's something I was meditating on. You know, what I'm saying, out in this crooked and perverse ass world. But and even me saying a statement like that just further gives credence to why I had this thought about not trying to lose my spot, and that's due to me doing all I know I can do or supposed to do. Literally getting right. You know, seeing that perfect version of on this side of myself. You know, to the degree which one can be perfect, to the degree I can be perfect or I am perfect. You know, and that's moving and thinking and acting like a king. A leader. You see what I'm saying? The Prince of Yasha Allah. You know, and more facets to one. And pretty much, you know, it's so real. You can, I see myself living out these moments that would, you know, allow me to be deemed such. And allow me myself to go on and, see myself uh, deemed such, verified such by Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. And even with that, with all that being the case, there's the crap that try to stop me. There's, you know, obstacles. There's idleness. There's um just really mainly obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not lazy by any means. But um there's still these things. And if those things, you know, go on and outweigh and get me caught up in whatever it may be, to have me not achieving that vision, manifesting that vision, I'm gonna lose my spot. And that spot is a possible spot. That's why the Lord says, give all diligence to make our call and election sure. You've been called to possibly sit at the Lord's table, man. It's at that table, that table, what I'm saying, is a bank. What's at the bank? Bread. That's why, we did a lesson on that going into it. But that table is a lot of things, condiments and, and things that, exude and exemplify power, chosen royalty. Sit at it, represent or indicate to them that what they made it. You're a survivor. You really went on and became, you know, these scriptures, which is who we. I can't stress that enough, and that's the very motivating factor. So, for instance, let's go to see how I want to start. Let's go here. Let's go to Revelation 5. Yeah, let's go to Revelation 10. I'm just rolled by the Spirit of the Lord. This is Revelation 5 and 10. It says, and has made us, you see, and has made us unto our power, our God, kings, you see, and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. See that? So, Yahweh Shah, he, we've been, that's our calling. That's the destiny of Yasha Allah, the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But then there's a hierarchy. There's that 144,000. Now what's already written is what's gonna be the predestinated. You know what I'm saying? It's all about predestination. But nonetheless, that's why the Lord tell us to put on there for is the elect. The things that these men, you know, uh, those that make it first and foremost, is making it, man, to the kingdom. The things they're gonna be able to be in on is you know is unseen, is unheard of, man. We would have never experienced nothing like this to the degree which we're going to, you know, just as Israelites. Now it's gonna be on a higher level for those that actually are at the Lord's table, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it says, and I beheld and heard the voice of many angels round about the throne, you see, and the beast and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000 and thousands of thousands. Do you know what you're involved in? But it says, saying with a loud voice, worthy is the lamb that was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom. He didn't let nothing getting in his way from getting slain, doing what he had to do to procure all these things, to receive power, riches, wisdom, different abilities. Wisdom is ability. The things Yahweh Shah is able to do now. That's why he said he holds the keys of life and death, man. The abilities he has, the things he's able to unlock. Keys unlock doors. Keys open doors. You see, it says, and strength and honor. You see, he got strength now. Outright, I believe the word right here is dunamis. I can't get it, but nonetheless, um, yeah, and glory and blessing. See that? So there it is. But he didn't let nothing stop him from, going through what he had to go through, manifest what he had to manifest for him to receive all these things. That's why he told Simon to get behind him when it was time to, he told him he got to do what he got to do. And he said, man, no, Lord, but he, man. So that's how Yahweh Shah, he knew. The scriptures tell us how we a nation of priests and kings and priests. You see what I'm saying? He said he's going to restore us, as at the beginning. He's going to restore our judges and things like that as at the beginning, but it's going to go to a higher level this time. First, this is Isaiah 1 and 20. He said, I'm going to restore your judges as at the beginning. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Isaiah 1 and 26 overlooked. It says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first. You see, those the judges. That's those the men. That's what those kings and priests are gonna hold. They're gonna hold judgment. And I will restore thy judges as at the first. We about to be put back to the true state. This is not what we truly supposed to how we what we choose the level we truly supposed to be living on. And all Israelites is being called, but you got those that's denying it. And those that will be called and go on it, make it, it's going to be a hierarchy amongst 1/3, the 144,000. It is what it is. You ultimately just want to make it, but the possibility is is crazy. You making it is an endless possibility. You see, because in the state of you making it, there's no limit to Israel. You know, on the level they may be on. Like you might be on this level, and in a sense, your level is still limitless, even if you ain't at the highest level, because one, you're just immortal. But that's really defined by those that are of that number. You see what I'm saying? That 144,000, man. You see? And those the judges. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors, and that's heavy, as at the beginning. Now, is that just talking about the beginning when we was, Israel? No, that's going all the way back to the beginning. Genesis. You see? 144,000 spirits that created all things and had power to unlock all things, tapping all things, have always been around since the beginning, man. And it's a possibility if you in this truth, you know what I'm saying? You could be one of them. You see what I'm saying? But the Lord was, and those men will be the what? The elect, man. The elect of the elect, the finest of his kind. You see? It says, afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. You see? So, um, like I said, the possibilities is of you being of that number is endless. But that's why the Lord tell us to what? Put on therefore is the elect, man. Do the things you need to do to manifest, uh to possibly manifest this. You see what I'm saying? You being of the elect. That's why he say what? Say Salak. Ooh. Man. This is 2 Peter 1 and 2, 1 and 10. Wherefore, brethren, wherefore the rather. You see, this the rather. This is meaning what's preferred, what's chosen. What do you prefer? You see, I prefer to make it, but I want to make it, but I prefer, you see, the highest office that is possible. I can be on my way to actually manifesting that now, but even in that's almost getting me to my point. Let me finish. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. See, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. These things you know to do. You see, you know what you're supposed to be doing to get on that ship, man. It's been put in you, man. You got if you have a vision of making it, being possibly being at 144,000, well, you know what you need to do. And if you don't, you know what you need, you know what you need to be in search of, knocking. You know what door you need to be knocking on, so you can get in and find out. So you can start manifesting that stuff. That's the level. That's what it's coming down to. That's what it's about. You see, but like I said, basically, come and cut this short. Basically, you know, say I'm on my way to manifesting like this very thing, like 144,000 or whatever, sitting at the table, with your Howard Shah. Let me grab that scripture real quick. This is man, Luke 22, and yeah, Luke 22 and 28. Beautiful. Temptation. See, all you go through, you keep fighting. But anyway, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. What does all that eating and drinking consist of? The milk, the breast of the Gentiles, the finest delicacies, things that the different condiments sitting on that table. They playing with the live. They playing with the live. It says that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. See that? He said that you may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. This the creator. This the man that was. This is Yahweh Shai. He created everything, man. This his kingdom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And he's our bloodline brother, man. He's like a father to us, man. He's not the father, but he's like a father to us. That's why he said he's gonna be called, wonderful counselor, the great God, the mighty God, the father, Isaiah 9, paraphrasing. It says, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. See? So that table is already been prepared. And that's why I'm gonna get another one really quick. Matthew 22 and 9. It says, I'm gonna actually start at 2. It says, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son. See? And sent forth his servants to call them that were ready, that were bidden to the wedding. And they will not come. Now, what do you think is at that wedding? It's gonna be a table, tables, of one make. You see? If you will, right? It says, man, a big communion, man. Celebration. Man, bro. Invite, man. It says, again, he sent forth other servants saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed. These heathens are been subjugated, man. They already is manifest. You about to possibly be able to have slaves and be ruling and get that rod of iron, man. First time go around. As you. That's what we've been called into. You this close from seeing it. That being your reality. You just gotta keep holding on. That's what the oxen and fatlings are talking about, man. Right? Esau, these elites, these heathens. You see, it says in all things already, and that's not just that's more to come. He says just to mention a few. Come unto the marriage, but they made light of it and went their ways. One to his farm, another to his merchandise, and the remnant took his. So there it is. Man's getting caught up in madness, man. Letting them stop. We can't be one of these people. Let these things stop us from manifesting this, man. This is what it's about. And the remnant took his servants and treated them spitefully and slew them. But anyway, jumping to the point, that's pretty much it, man. All right. Now, he said, give diligence to make your call and election sure. You've been called, and we in on this. And the reality of the matter is, more than likely, these people we reading about, man, that's gonna make it. But you gotta stay hopeful. Peter said, Paul said he will dare not make himself of that number, man. You see? We dare not make ourselves of that number. So this is why you gotta give diligence, because the Lord could do what he want to do, man. 2 Corinthians 10 and 12, for we dare not make ourselves of the number. You see? What number? 144,000. Or the elect that's gonna make it, the 1/3. It says, or compare ourselves with some that commend with some. Don't become like these people that commend themselves. You see? Like you, the 144,000, you done made it. But they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. You see, we supposed to measure ourselves with, okay, the Lord talking about the people that's gonna make it, and he said they like this, they was like this, they was doing that, they're focused on this, they are to be doing this. Am I doing this? That's what you compare yourself with. That's the step you measure yourself up. So that's what will be put in. That's what you measure yourself according to. You know, that's what you use to measure yourself to see. And if you're being that, more than likely you're that number. You can go on and be that number, but you got to be putting on there for as the elect, man. Putting on there for as the elect. giving all diligence to make your call and election sure. You see? Because you this close from Satan doing what? Taking your crown. And that's the point of this lesson. Now, like I said, by the Spirit, um, I said, I could be going on doing all that right now, right? Manifesting this. But the minute, I get distracted, I get stopped, if you will, or things try to, because things gonna always try to creep up, I won't have it, man. That's basically the point. Because I can go ahead and close out now. Revelation 3 and 10, it says, 3 and 11, it says, I'm actually started 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, keeping his word, stand according to this word. It says, which shall come upon, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, that mark of the beast coming. You want to be building up your faith now to make sure you don't fold in the time to come. So what you don't go on and manifest none of these things and getting the heathens first go around and literally going on to live out the greatest, man. This is not a story, but the greatest, tale, if you will, non-fictional tale, if you will, ever told. He says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And if you being kept from that, you don't go on to take it. Well, you're gonna make it, and you're gonna manifest this very thing. You will manifest possibly being in 144,000, man. If you living like it, you like a man, woman, a child, making it 1/3, right? Remnant. That's the main thing, is to make it. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. People that's caught up in this. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast, which thou hast, which is what? This word, this responsibility, the guidelines to making it, the traits of the elect, of the traits of those the Lord say will make it. Hold on to that, man. And the instructions to do at like the people he say will go on and make it. Hold fast to doing that. He says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast, which thou hast. Everybody ain't got this, you know? Now you got to hold it fast to know. Meaning you can stop doing this and not make it, not manifest none of these things. It says, hold that fast, which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. You see? And that's even including you. And when you go into that word crown, it means pretty much it's pretty much is a token that you made it, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a ornament, given. It's a prize given and to the victor of a game. So in the kingdom, you see those crowns, it's only going to be on those who won, and that's what's going to make those men famous. And they're going to be at the table, your house shot, and everything, man. That's what you want, man. Those who stood so stiffly, the same ones that go and get that crown. You see? And then when you go into the word take is not by, it's a, to take away something, basically not by using non-violence. An example, to take away something or remove something. So the littlest thing can outright cause you to go on and not have that crown no more, manifest these very things. It could be Esau, it could be all these obstacles, it could be you yourself. So with that, you know what I'm saying? Lord willing, it's made sense. I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father. Call Halim Ladi Halbah Shmial Shah. All right. So we know what to do. We know what we got to do and what's on the line. Shalom.